Hey everybody, Shannon Bushman with XXX Off-Road here with another installment of our Borneo expedition build-up of our RZR S. One of the most important decisions we had to make was, what are we going to do traction-wise on this rig? So we have used a lot of tires over the years, and in fact this was a kind of a difficult decision for us, which tires we really wanted to put on this rig, what kind of rims we needed. We knew that clearly we needed beadlock rims. We really didn't want to be buried in some mud puddle and spinning a rim off of a tire or pinching it or that kind of stuff. So we decided we'd go with beadlocks, but a few months ago we got a chance to test ride some Baja cross tires from ITP. These are hands down phenomenal tires. I mean, I just can't say enough about them. There are features of this tire that I've never seen on any other tire. First, it's an 8-ply tire. The heaviest tire I've ever had is 6-ply. This is 8-ply, but when I drove this tire, it handled just amazingly well, much better than my other tires did. I was stunned. ITP just announced this, I don't know, 6 months ago. I really hadn't had a chance to drive them, but I drove these really long and hard all day long at the UTV Jamboree in Marysville, Utah on the Paiute Trail. That's a very rocky, hard trail. On the one ride we went on, we tore the sidewall out of 2 tires on other rigs. These things didn't even look like they'd been barely worn. I mean, some of these little rubber nubbies obviously had wore off, but there were no chunks out of the tires. This has an extended kind of pattern on it that I was looking very closely at. Did it take chunks out of it? It didn't. It gripped really well, but it didn't chew up. And that's, you know, it tends to be this trade-off on tires. Is it a soft compound so that it grips, or is it a hard compound so that it lasts? ITP miraculously has hit this square on the nose. Now, there's some other features that of the ITP Baja Cross that I really like. You can't see this very well. Maybe I'll try to zoom in a little bit. There's a rim protector bead. This thing's as wide as my thumb out around the edge of this, so that when I get up against rocks or into something that usually would hook a rim and try to bend it or bust it, it's going to deflect it using the rubber of the tire to protect the rim and the beadlock connection. It's on the inside and on the outside, so it's seriously protecting the rim on this rig from the tire, from anything glancing across it. So ITP also has these fantastic, these are called Type 7 beadlock rims. Sweet looking black interior with a red ring. I don't know how many bolts are on this, but this is definitely a serious piece of material. And so yes, it's a heavy tire, but the truth is we need a reliable tire. So we had a lot of people, even some people at ITP, say, hey, why don't you take our XTR? It's a mud tire. We're going to be up to our nose in mud. We know that. There's nothing we can do about that. But this is an endurance issue, not a performance issue. If you want performance, I highly recommend the XTR tire. That is a fantastic mud performance tire. You're going to get a grip that you really never expected from a tire from the XTR. We're looking for endurance. I mean, we're concerned about getting through the mud, but we're not going to be powering through the mud in a performance-like fashion. In fact, we're going to be very conservative on this trip. We really don't want to break anything. We can't afford to break an axle, break a hub, that kind of stuff. That would hold up the whole expedition for hours and hours and hours, at the very least, assuming we had parts to fix whatever broke. So we really don't want that. We're looking for endurance, and this 8-ply tire is going to give us great handling, great performance, and certainly, you know, for more than your average mud, these lugs are, you know, inches deep. We think we'll be fine as far as that goes, but what we're really looking for is that 8-ply endurance. We need a rugged tire. We don't have any ability to, you know, get new tires out on the trail. We are going to take a spare, but if we tear up a couple of tires, we're doomed. We're stuck. We're not getting out of there. No tow trucks in Borneo. So this is a very important piece of our rig. Between the beadlocks, this really nice design, the 8-plier, and the ruggedness of this tire, we're very confident that we made the right choice, and absolutely we appreciate the MTA and ITP guys for getting on this. When we called MTA and said we needed tires, they jumped all over it. They called ITP. ITP was behind it 100%. We're going to let you know how these guys perform in the jungle. In fact, we're confident that we're going to do really well with these tires. So thanks a lot, guys. Appreciate it. Catch us on our next one.